Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? How about this for a different view? Now, I'm here to review Saturday Night Live. What happened was, I hung with John last week, and then we didn't hang out this week because he was celebrating New Year's. He had like a New Year's thing with his family, doing on Saturday. And usually, I would do a Saturday Night Live review, and I saw it, and this is actually a rerun of the Saturday Night Live. They had the Eddie Murphy one, which was great. And then I don't know if they had that might have been the last new one of the year. And then they had a rerun this time, and it was Chance the Rapper hosting Saturday Night Live. And see, I'm using, once again, the composition thing. If you remember, when we were kids in elementary school, they used to give these out to you. First, second, third grade, at least for me, in fourth grade. And I think fifth grade, too. Now you have to pay for everything. First of all, I'm not into rap music or anything like that. And the only reason I know who Chance the Rapper is because of those Kit Kat commercials. I mean, and they show those a lot. And he seems like a really nice guy, so I don't have anything against him or nothing. But I mean, I never knew who he was. I don't know how some of these people really get famous. I knew the Kit Kat commercial. That's how I found out about him. So I wouldn't know now who he was. Even though I started hearing more and more about him later on. Just like Drake. I want to know who Drake is if people want to talk about him so much. Well, anyways, the first thing on Saturday Night Live was a cold opening. And it was Trump giving a speech in Albuquerque, I think. And they had, the crowd behind him. And, they had all these people, and they're, devoted Trump fans. It was kind of funny. It wasn't that bad. They had Daryl Hammond come out doing Bill Clinton, which was really cool, and Fred Armisen on there, which was nice. I mean, it was all right. I know Howard Cat said sometimes I'm too harsh on Saturday Night Live. He said sometimes if a skit makes him laugh or makes him smile or something, he gives a decent score per skit. This one kind of made me smile. It wasn't that bad. I give it a 6 out of 10. Next was a monologue by Chance the Rapper. It was okay, and then he just did a rap song about he's fans of the second best or something like that. I didn't really think too highly of that. I mean, since he saw the second best, I mean number 2, so I give it a 2. Next is League of Legends, and it's about where they have I guess on some sports channels and stuff like that, where they have video game competitions, and there's some really hardcore people watching it. And this one talks about, show the video game play, and it had 2 guys. Then they had that one guy said, well, one guy wasn't able to do it. He's doing SAT, so this other guy's replacing him, and he didn't know what was going on or anything like that. He thought it was a basketball game or something. It was okay. I think it's kind of neat that he breaks character a lot by laughing, but I mean, it wasn't really that funny. I give it a 2.5 out of 10. Next was Judge Barry, and Judge Barry was supposed to be the first impression judge. And basically that skit got old real quick. Basically, if you came in, you're properly dressed and you enunciate something, you're okay. But if you came in and you looked weird or you talked weird or something like that, you're automatically guilty. The only thing that really separated it was that towards the very end they had Kate McKinnon, the older lady on there, and Jason Momoa come out from Aquaman. That was okay, but it wasn't really that funny. But it was enough for me to give it a 3.5 instead of a 2 out of 10. Next was a snack commercial, which I thought it started out like the Sunny D. It said, a bunch of kids followed a guy and said, "What do you have? This, and purple stuff. Hey, Sunny D." But in terms of snacks, and this guy reads off a bunch of snacks and stuff like that. Hey, what'd you do with the? Hey, aren't your parents strict? They said, "Well, not anymore." Said, where are they at? They went on vacation. They didn't take you with them. Nope. And then they figured that he probably did away with his parents. And then right at the very end, he pulled out this Pop-Tart and said, "Hey, that's what we wanted." And there was a thing for those Pop-Tarts. I like that one. What did I give that one? Yeah, I give that a 7 out of 10. I thought that was kind of clever. It just it was like walking a mile to tell a joke. Next was the graveyard one. Now, sometimes, SNL show won't be very eventful, and then they have like a really funny skit. And this was one of them. I thought it would be like I was hoping it'd be like that one astronomy one when they had like the similar. I was hoping it would be something like that. So that was really funny a few months back when I saw that. This one, this must have been a Halloween show. And it had like this couple in the graveyard, and then there were these four ghosts that say, "Hey, well, you better watch yourself," and this is how we die. And they had really cool props. They had like a skeleton playing a piano and a owl, and they had like these little symbols of how they passed. The production was really cool. And then Chance kept skipping. Said, "Well, I'm not gonna be able to tell a joke. No, it's Happy Halloween." And then he finally made it tell a joke, and it was really how he died. It was really, really funny. That was a 10 out of 10. That was really good. I didn't know how that one was finished, but that was really good. I liked that one a lot. Next was the music of Chance the Rapper. And it was unusual because they had like a screen right there. And he said, "Hey, ladies, Chance the Rapper." And then they had played a video. And that might have been his daughter singing or something like that. And like it would change. It would get animated at times and then go back to her singing. I mean, animated. I think that was a YouTube video of his daughter. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. But it was sweet. I'm not going to say anything about it. I give that 10 out of 10. It was very nice. And then he came up doing a rap song. And it was very energetic. I give it a 6 out of 10. That wasn't too bad. Next was Weekend Update. And Weekend Update was pretty much average. And then it didn't. I think towards the very end it started to get a little bit funnier. I give it a 5 out of 10. It wasn't anything. I don't think it was anything that special. Next was a very unusual skit about dancing, where the Chance the Rapper and then Cecily Strong. I guess they were dancing. And he said, "Well, we're gonna keep dancing. If they don't like it, they can kill us," or something like that. And they said the guy was like nuts, but he's very nice to the girl. And all of a sudden they started to levitate. And then when they go to the table and stuff, and it was all slaps to them knocking stuff over and breaking stuff and doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And then he was laughing again. He laughed a little bit too much. When he broke character, it wasn't as special as when someone else would have done it on the cast. That was really funny. I mean, it took a little while. It was really funny that I didn't know how they were going to end it, and they ended it all right. I give it an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty good skit. Next was Mistakes in Space. It's like a space trailer. It's like whenever you're in space, no one can hear you make mistakes or something like that. And they just overemphasize mistakes in space, just like on the Muppet Show when they do pigs in space like that. It was kind of like that, mistakes in space. And if someone did a mistake, they usually would die and stuff. I like the production value of it. I mean, but it just got old real quick. I give it a 5, but mostly for production value. Next was Dazzle Designs, where these two people were talking about like different fashions for dancing and stuff, and it was only funny because the singing was so silly. And then there was a scene where it was Amy Bryan and Kate McKinnon, and they looked at each other, and started singing. You hear them cracking up. That was kind of funny. I give that what did I give that? 6? Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a mild 6 out of 10. Next again was the singing. This time, I loved the set. The set was awesome. It looked really cool. The song itself was only alright. I give it a 4, and then there was one girl that came out. I don't know her name. She had nice cleavage, though, so that helped out some. Finally, there was a thing, Dance Studio 1978. I assume this was a Halloween one. And the guys were in this. One guy said, "Oh," and then when the moon came, "Oh, the moon," and then he'd do some back. He said, "I gotta go somewhere." And then he was a werewolf. He changed gradually. It was okay. They did a werewolf skit a long time ago when I was in Fort Bragg, a few weeks before I left, where they have like, I think Christian Slater was hosting, and they have someone turn a werewolf, and you hear him unzip the suit and zip it back up. I thought that was funnier than this. I mean, it was just, I thought it'd be silly just because Keaton Thompson hammed up, but he didn't ham it up. He hammed it up some, but it would just, I don't know, it just wasn't super funny. I give that 4 out of 10. So overall, it was okay. Let me see. I think this one would probably average out to be a 6 out of 10 for Chance the Rapper. Host Saturday Night Live. It was an alright show. But I mean, they had a couple of highlights in it, which was nice. And it was nice seeing, like, Jason Momoa come on the show, and then he introduced Chance the Rapper for the second song. So I hope you liked this review, everybody. Till next time, please, take care of my Legion.